In love before. Okay. Put you guys that way. Shall we? I fell in love. I wanted to change and do something. Okay, let's play. What song should we play today? Should we play my favorite, Mariah the Scientist? Hey Alexa, play some music on Spotify.
Okay, here's Spotify.
This is good music. Been together for a while now, growing stronger every day now. Feel so good that there is no doubt. I will stay with you as each morning is a sunrise and the flowers in the springtime. On my love, and you can rely. I will stay with you. I will stay with you through your ups and your downs. I will stay with you when no one else is around. When the dark clouds arrive, I will stay by your side, and I know you'll be alright. I will stay with you. When no one else is around, and when the dark clouds arrive, I will stand by your side, and I know you'll be alright. I want that one. I want that one. With you, there'll be always a pain. Hello. In this life, and we all know friends may come and friends may go, but through the years I know I will stay. And in the end we'll find love so beautiful and divine. We'll be lovers for a lifetime. Yeah, I will stay with you. Oh, I will stay with you through your ups and your downs. I will stay with you when no one else is around. When the dark clouds arrive, I will stand by your side, and I know we'll be alright. Happy Saturday! So I will stay with you through your ups and your downs. I will stay with you when no one else is around. And when when the dark clouds arrive, I will stand by your side, and I know we'll be alright. We'll stay with you. What is that popping up?
I know that she loves me, the way that she trusts me, and the way that she carries me on. She knows that it turns me on. She knows that I love her, the way that I touch her.
Hello, hello. No, I don't want that. Do I speak French? Francais? No. The way that you Ça va? C'est what? Okay, well, I don't speak French. I don't speak any other language. English is the only thing. The way that you carry on. Okay, I have some questions. Hold on, let me look it up. Pinterest. Let's go to Pinterest. Pinterest. I am the DJ for the night. Actually, Spotify is the DJ. But I came from a barbecue. The way that she carries on. I came from a barbecue and I'm just in the mood to vibe. Okay, let me. The way that she. Okay, let's talk. Juicy questions to ask your friends. Okay. Okay, let's talk. I want to use this to ask you guys some questions, but I can't see shit. Come on, night. One more night. One more night. Give me one more night. You guys. One more night. Give me just one more night. Okay, let me see if I can blow this up. Make this bigger and talk. One more night. Give me just one more night. Okay, let's make it bigger. Okay. You guys, I wear glasses, but when I put on my glasses, it's like a weird, it's weird. When I get my new glasses, I'll get all the cool stuff. Blu-ray, I think it's called. Okay, let's talk. Okay, okay. Question for you guys, right? Have you ever stalked someone's social media before meeting them? Okay. Have you ever stalked somebody's social media before meeting them? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? One more night and I can't live without you. Okay. I feel like that depends. Have I done research on someone before, like potentially dating them or whatever? Yes. I think it's in our best nature. Have you ever looked somebody up on like social media? Yes. Hold on, I'll wait until. I used to be a manager, and part of that is the vetting process of hiring is you would have to look people up on social media and see what they were like. I'm taking my multivitamin. Multivitamin. I'll be down by the river. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good luck to pass my way. By the river. What was this vlog again? Okay, let me see the next question. Have you ever gotten revenge on someone, and how? Have you ever gotten revenge on someone before? How? I am on my way. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good luck to pass my way. Okay. Back to it, back to it. I am on my way. down by the river, waiting for the color. I'll be down by the. Okay. Back to it now. Let's talk. Grab a drink, everyone. Grab a drink. Grab a drink and let's chat. Let's talk. This question: have you ever been kicked out of somewhere? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. That's a story. That's a massive, elaborate story for another day. But the question was, have you ever been kicked out of somewhere? Yes. What is the biggest lie you've gotten away with? Let's keep that a secret. What is the worst outfit you've ever worn in public? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. What is the weirdest food combination you love? Okay, now that I want to answer, and I want to answer that truthfully, because every time I tell people this combo, they look at me like I'm crazy. Okay, let me put it in the box here. I'm gonna tell you guys. You guys are gonna like love it or hate it. Hold on, let me throw it in the box. Okay. Question is there. Okay. Weird food combination. This is my weird food combination. Sushi. I love sushi. I love it. I love it. However, I like my sushi crunchy. Okay? This is weird. So weird. I'll take a Doritos, like a snack size bag of Doritos. You know, the ones that you get for kids. So that size Doritos, crush it up in the bag. I literally crush it up and I take the sushi and I roll it in there. And when I eat it, it's like this perfect combination of like crunchy slash soft. I love adding chips to my sushi. I love it. Do you think that's weird? Do you think that is weird? What other weird food combo that I like? People think it's weird to add chips to your sandwich. Is that weird? thinking about you. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. And something that I do, like ever since I came to Canada and people look at me so sideways, it is a Vincy thing. Heating your milk up in the microwave before you add cereal. I like my cereal hot and not cold. That, I understand the weirdness behind that. But in the Caribbean, that's how we have like cornflakes. So I like my cereal hot. I heat my cereal up in the microwave. I like chips with my sushi, or I crunch up the chips and I roll the sushi in it so it could be crunchy. That is weird to some people, but to me it's kind of normal. Okay, this question is really puzzling. What's the longest you've ever gone without a shower? I feel like I take a shower every day. Even like when I'm sick, I still force myself to take a shower. If I cannot take a shower, I run a hot bath and just wash myself that way. But I take a shower every day. Maybe when I was younger, I don't know, but as an adult, a shower is essential. Let's see what else. You're always on my mind. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay. I have a next question. A next question thing here. Go up. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, so the question is, can I go up? Okay, what is your biggest fear? What is your biggest fear? What is your biggest regret? Oh, those are two loaded questions. What is your biggest fear? And then what is your biggest regret? What is your biggest fear? So I wouldn't say, I don't have any fears per se, unless I'm like put in a situation and then, okay, I'll know. But I don't have any like massive fears because I know the psychological thing with that is that if you put it in your mind that it scares you, then it's just a mind game. I feel like it's a mind game. But I don't know per se unless I'm in a situation and like, you know, like if a lion comes up and then a fucking coyote, I don't know which one I will be fearful the most. Like the lion is going to smell the fear off of you. It's so crazy how they can sense fear. And the coyote, probably the same thing. But yeah. How do you usually celebrate your birthday? Birthday, for my birthday, I I don't, I'm starting to book off my birthdays. Like, I don't want to work on my birthdays. Like, every single birthday, I am not working. I'm not one of those people that will say, I have worked with a company for 50 years and I've never taken a day off. I'm not one of those people. I am going to take the day off because at the end of the day, we are all replaceable. And when you are on your hospital bed, you will soon realize that we are nothing but a number to all of the businesses. So take the time off. If you're sick, take the time off. Why are you dragging yourself to go there for what reward? Yes, we all have bills to pay. But sometimes it's good to like take a step back. Take a step back. Take a step back. Ouch. I think I want to do this thumbnail instead. You guys, I watched this lady on TikTok. She's from like New York City. I think it's from like the Bronx. And like her vlogs are so interesting. Like she wakes up, she walks to the store to do laundry, like, and then go to the liquor store, and then go to a party, and then order. Like she is living like 10 lives in one day. And her content is so good because she's out there, she's engaging with people, she's showing the real, the raw. This is why celebrities are no longer getting the bag as influencers. Like companies and just the everyday people like us would rather the influencers, the ones that keep it real. Celebrities are all like perfect, like they have to keep up a certain image, a certain lifestyle, like the yachts, the country clubs. But people, modern day people, want to see influencers who came out of, you know, an area like New York City, the Bronx, like move up the ladder. People want to see, okay, bus driver, I don't have 350. Can you let me on the bus or not? People want to see that kind of content. People want to know that they are not the only ones going to the laundromat. People want to know that they are not the only ones living paycheck to paycheck. People want to know that they're not the only ones who are struggling, like, in all aspects of life. That is why TikTok and social media influencers are growing, because people want organic content. People want organic. Like, nobody, it's okay to aspire to have like someone who you look up to, like Kim Kardashian. She wakes up, she has a fancy gym at her house. She takes a jet halfway across the city to get salad. Like, I can't relate to that. The average human cannot relate to that. We rather relate to someone who woke up, who had to drive to the gym, who had to make the salad themselves, or, you know, pay for the salad, take a Uber, take public transit. It's just different. You come over. And I feel like the era that we live in, more people are awake, or starting to become awake as to what is really happening in the world. Once you become awake, you cannot unsee the things that are going on. Once you become awake, you cannot. Like, music, half of these celebrities, they don't believe in who we think they believe in. We don't have the same belief. We don't have the same God. We don't have the same Christianity. Fame comes with a price. Fame comes with a price tag. I always said this, and I'm going to say it. I never want to be famous. I just want to be wealthy, and that's it. Fame comes with a price. Most of them sold their soul, and they're going to ask you the same question, like, how do you sell your soul? You could just tell. They do these rituals and stuff. Hey, baby, can you? So pay attention to the content that you are consuming. Pay attention. Can you come over? Who, a celebrity? Like, I don't have anything against Queen Bee, the Beehives. I don't have anything against her, and I think she makes great music. She makes great music. Her performance and everything, she puts a lot of time into her craft. Like, she works. However, me, I can't listen to any current Beyonce. I cannot listen to Megan the Stallion. Like, cannot listen to Megan. Will not listen to Megan. And again, it's nothing wrong, but on a spiritual level, I just don't feel like we're aligned. There's like a pull. Anyways, enough about that. Enough about that. What do you wish was legal? Okay. Ideally, I wish working was illegal. I wish working was illegal, and I wish time was illegal, says the person who has on a watch. Hear me out. What if we live in a world where nobody had to work? What if our only jobs on this planet, which our only job theoretically is just to exist? I mean, that was in our soul contract. That was our sole purpose to come here. But anyways, things got corrupt. What if we did not have to work? What if it was illegal? Like if you got caught working, you would be in jail. What if the government, what if we were just naturally funded to live? Do you think there would be burnouts? Do you think there will, like, families will have more time together? Do you think that school might exist? Universities might exist? College might exist? Like work? Think about that for a second. Oh. I'm just saying that's in time. The reason why I said that is because we're all looking at a clock, an agenda. Like, what if nobody cared about the time? What if nobody cared about aging? What if nobody truly cared about just the illusion of time? Would our perception be a little bit different? You guys, I promise you I'm not drunk. I'm pretty sane. Okay, next question. What was your most unrealistic purchase? Recently? Probably this watch. I think this is the last non-essential thing that I bought. This watch. What would you kind of snappy? What old person thing do you do? Okay, I'm 31, but every time I tell people before bed, I have an Earl Grey tea. It's actually a London Fog. The recipe is a London Fog, but I say Earl Grey tea because it's easier for people to like identify. So I have an Earl Grey tea before bed, like it helps me fall asleep. So every time I tell people that, especially grown people that are like older than me, they always look at me like weird, like, what? I said what I said. I like a Earl Grey tea, piping hot with frothed milk and a little bit of vanilla. Chef's kiss. How do I feel about clowns? I don't feel any way about clowns. What's your favorite seat on the airplane? The window. What is your favorite way to waste time online? That is a great question. What emoji do I use the most? The eyes emoji. Like this eyes. Hello, hello. What would you do if you know you could not fail? Thank you, Ravi. I don't believe that there is such thing as failure. I don't believe that there's failure. Like, nobody really fails. Like, life is all about lessons. You learn a lesson, you don't. If you don't learn the lesson, you get thrown in the same cycle over and over again until you get it. I like your eyes. Thank you. A long time? How long? How do you treat people who can do nothing for you? I don't at you. Like like on my actual YouTube videos or in my live. How do I treat people that do nothing for me? I don't treat them any different than somebody who would do something for me. Hello, King. What would Beyonce do? I don't know. Wow, when was the last time you did something for the first time? A few weeks ago. I tried Pilates for the first time and I loved it. It kicked my ass and I absolutely love it. Like, I love it. I'm booking another class very soon. My only problem is when I get off work, I'm always so tired. But once I work out, I feel great. But I don't want to be stuck in that Toronto traffic because the Pilates studio is in like Toronto area. So the Toronto traffic getting back home. How are you? I'm doing good. I came back from a barbecue. Your eyes, angel. I have eyes. My eyes. What about my eyes? No pain, no gain. I know working out is no, but Pilates is exactly what I need. Pilates is exactly what I need. It's building strength, but like, I don't know how to explain it, but I recently got more because I lost a lot of muscle mass and I started to like walk again and I did a little bit of lifting. I'm starting to like build more like a stronger core. And Pilates, I will be there shaking, like my arms are shaking, like I'm like, you could do 10 more seconds. You got this, you got this. If you give up, bitch, are you gonna give up now? You better not fucking give up. Don't tap out. And then we switch positions. And I'm like, yeah. Yes, your eyes. It is 9:28. Baby, what is it like? It is torture. It feels like torture in the best way possible. Like, in the best way possible. It's a great feeling. At first, you think, you got it. This is easy, right? That's what you think at first. And then once you realize the instructor is saying, hold it and listen to you, and everything is just so quiet, so like sensual. So she'll say, hold it and just hold it for 20 more seconds and feel that in your abs. Squeeze your abs gently and you're there like, oh my God. Yeah. But I would say I have more strength in my arms in my arms than my legs. My right leg, I tap out a little bit. What happened to the barbecue? I went to the barbecue and I left early. I went late. I went late. I went a little bit late and I left early because that's just who I am. That's just what I want to do. Like, we all sang like happy birthday. It was a good time. It was a vibe. That's okay. I don't know. That's just me. The thing is, when I go places, I like to leave when I want to leave. I'm not leaving when everyone else is leaving. I'm gonna push out early. And my family knows as soon as I eat, I'm leaving. As soon as I eat, I'm leaving. So I had like 2 rounds of soup. You know, a party is not a party without like Caribbean soup. So I had 2 rounds of soup. And then later on, I did chicken, like salad. I did mango salad, kale. I had a tiny bit of the cake. Like, I didn't really eat a lot, but I did eat. I'm here for 30 minutes and then back home. That's it. I would have left with 4 plates, but I don't know. I would have left with 4 plates. The only thing I was really interested in is like the soup. The food was good, but the soup, I don't know what it is, but, and I told the person that made the soup, I was like, listen, on my wedding day, like, I need this soup. I love soup. Like, soup on a Saturday is a Vinci thing. It's a Caribbean thing. It's human nature. Why? Yeah. Why? Flex personal YouTube, very personable. Thank you, thank you. Me too is, the thing with me is I can socialize, but I don't want to socialize for a long time, especially if it's a conversation that's not feeding me. Like, if it's not something that's going to captivate my attention, yeah, my brain is like, okay. Also, just a little bit of tea. Someone in that environment who met me one time, she met me one time. So this gentleman, like back home, we kind of grew up in the same community. So he was just talking to me. He was like, do you know this person? But the female maybe thought that I wanted her man. Little does she know, I don't date the men that are, I don't date Vinci men. I'm Vinci, so I could say that. I do not date Vinci men. But he was just showing me like, hey, you know, do you know this girl? And then he was saying, I remember you used to be very mouthy when you were younger and you cussed me off. It's just like a thing, right? So he was telling me. And then his girlfriend called me a tramp. Now, a tramp is reaching for it, okay? Like, a tramp is by far from what I am. So I walked in there and I said hi to my cousin, my aunt, And then to her specifically, I said, "Hi, the tramp is here." And that made her feel so uncomfortable. Because she had no valid reason to do that, but sometimes you have to let people know that they cannot F with you. Me too. If the conversation doesn't have substance, I have to be cautious. Like, yeah, that's it. It has to have substance. Right? I I thought it was crazy because she doesn't know the full backstory between me and him. But again, when you're dealing with women who have like insecurity, the first thing that they think is that you want their man. He was just showing me like, hey, do you know this person? And I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Um, okay, so back when I used to live in St. Vincent, right? The first boy who had a crush on me, it's a weird tradition that Vincy people have. The first boy that had a crush on me, he invited me to his birthday party, and then you would have to like go around in a circle, and then whoever you land on would like cut your cake. So he landed on me, and I've already suspected that he had a crush on me before that. The signs were there. You're a young girl, but you just know. Anyways, the guy who I was talking to, it was his cousin that passed away like when we were all kids. So that was his cousin. And we were also talking about that too. So she was literally in the same room when me and him were having this conversation amongst other people. Exactly. 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 But I just showed up and I said, "Hi, the tramp is here." And that made her so uncomfortable. And she left. She didn't even spend like 5 minutes after that. I didn't say, I didn't call her any B word. I just called her what she called me. We're just reversing. Anyways. But it was a good time. And being around family as well just makes me appreciate like time. Like a venti, a venti, a venti is a drink at Starbucks. A venti. Oh, what did I say? A venti is a size at Starbucks. A large. A small. A small is a tall. A grande is a medium, and a venti is a large. It's just Starbucks lingo. Can you give us a... Oh, hold on. Sweet love on that night shift. Okay, okay. The time you mean. Vincy, like Vincy. Okay, so I am from Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. So I'm a Vincentian, but we say Vincy. Like a person from Trinidad, or a person from Trinidad is Trini. A person from Grenada is Grenadian, right? Unless you guys have a different name. So that's what I mean. Like Vinci men. I don't date Vinci men because I'm from St. Vincent and I could say that. Yeah. I love them, appreciate them, but let's see what else is out there. And also, St. Vincent is such a small place. Like, yeah, people might know who people are. Yeah, sweet love on the night shift. I was actually telling my live about a guy, a grown man that lied to me about his age. This was like way back when. Sweet love on the night shift. Could I see myself moving to the US? I wouldn't say I'm against it, but I would have to do my research. I would have to do my research and I would have to look at the healthcare, like the cost of living. And I feel like anywhere I move, I want a slow life. Like I want a lifestyle that would help regulate my nervous system, you know, away from the city. Sweet love. But if I had to choose a place, I would say solely based on the accent, it would be Louisiana. All right. Louisiana did have a strong, thick accent. New York is way too way too fast paced for me. Like way too fast paced. LA overplayed. Remember when all of the influencers were moving to LA to pursue a career? Are they still doing that now? On the floor. I think my phone's gonna die soon. She can make wanting for more. What it is that I've got. But I'm